Well, good morning, guys. Suzuki have finally done it. They've released a new bike, a new GSX S 1000. Have they done enough? Let's talk about it, shall we? Well, guys, Suzuki of late have brought out a few new bikes. Not too long ago, it's about a year old now, they brought out the V-Strom 1050. Bold new look, nice electronic package. The only criticism that people have said, it needed a new engine, but that engine works well. They have modified it to comply with the Euro 5. I think it's a well sorted bike. And in Australia, they're value for money, especially when you compare them with some of the other brands. They've just recently bought out the Hayabusa. Again, people have criticised them because it's the old motor, the old frame. However, the Hayabusa has had a lot of updates to the electronic package. It's got all the bells and whistles, really, that you would want. It is a little down in horsepower. I'm not sure. It might be a little down in torque. But, you know, it's 183, something like 183 horsepower now. I mean, that's plenty, really. People who have ridden the new Hayabusa just love it. So they bought out those two bikes. I think they've done a pretty good job. Now they've bought out the new GSX S 1000. Now, I've had a look at the specs. Sorry, I need a cheat sheet today because I won't remember it all. I've had a look at the specs and the new, very different look with a headlight that you either love or you hate. It does have quite a few differences from this bike. I think, maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think this is the best new bike that Suzuki has brought out for a while. So just to talk about the differences, this old bike, this one here, has 150 horsepower and you can reach that at 10,000 revs. The new bike has 152 at 11,000, so slightly up on horses. This has 108 newton meters of torque at 9,500. The new bike, slightly down, is 106 newton meters of torque at 2,500 revs. This bike here, wet weight is 210. The new bike, 214, and I presume that's because they've had to update it with all the new Euro 5 emissions and perhaps a few more things in the exhaust. The tank on this is 17 litres. The new tank on the bike, on the new GSX, is 19 litres, which is good. Those specs look okay. Look, stuff on paper, I don't take it. Look, it's nice to look at it, but really, the proof is in riding the bike. And this new bike is a bit quicker than this one. Not that it needs to be any quicker, this is fast enough. But what are the other things that they have added into this bike? It's got a more comfortable seat. Well, you can't argue about that, can you? It's got a new LCD display, which looks good. A smoother engine curve, and this one's not bad. It's got LED lights all round, which is good. It's got 3 riding modes, which this hasn't. The handlebars are 23mm wider. I suppose that's good. I'm happy with these. The What I do like about the new bike is the handlebars are 20mm closer to the rider, which I think is always a plus on an upright bike. It's got, and everyone will love this, a two-way quick shifter and an auto blipper. It's got 5-mode traction control. It's got 3 riding modes. So the updated version will also have updated suspension and ride-by-wire throttle. A good package. Now all of that's a big update. Granted, the engine hasn't changed, it's the old engine, it's the same frame, but it has been updated significantly, in my opinion. And again, all of this on paper doesn't really matter, does it? Unless you ride the bike. You might ride it and think, oh, nah. But I presume you'd ride this new one and you would be impressed. The other big plus that I like is that it's made in Japan. And the stuff that is made in Japan really is fantastic quality. Now Suzuki, although they might not have all the bells and whistles that a lot of other brands do, to me it doesn't matter, because you're getting a really good bike, well put together, at a great price. I don't know what the price of the new one will be, but traditionally Suzuki are a couple of grand cheaper than the opposition. So that will determine a lot whether this will sell, because it's up against some really good competition like the MT-09. So I think for Suzuki to sell this machine in Australia well, needs to be well priced. The new MT-09 is right away at the local dealer for around 15,400. So Suzuki set a good price point, and I'm sure the new bike will sell. Let me know your comments. I'd love to know what you think. A lot of people have said Suzuki have fallen behind, and yes, they have a bit in some areas, but I really think they've done well with offering a very, very good, well sorted bike. Anyway guys, signing off. Let me know your thoughts, but I'm excited. Am I going to get the new one? No. I love this. Take care, ride safe, and I'll see you next time.